Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. I had to get on mic for this one. This update is huge, and shout out to Acer and Interactive. Thank you guys for always continuing to provide some crazy bugs with the game, but always patching those bugs too. So definitely still have some legacy bugs, but we got to deal with it, and it's all right. It's not a big deal. Nothing that's preventing me from playing the game. I'm a day one, early access. I mean, literally day one, so I'm used to it by now. You got to be willing to look past. Uh, you definitely have to be willing to look past stuff when you're dealing with studios, smaller teams, um, and you have to be willing to support. And yeah, there's been times, of course, just like in any
Your
relationship,
shift is over, officer.
any relationship where you say, "Yo, I'm like this is getting old, bro. Let's get this done." And it seems like when that time frame comes, these guys are great these guys are great at making sure that they handle the business. So for the most part, so definitely excited about that. We're gonna get into these patch notes. I at least want to give us something to look at in the background. So, um, and I'll turn down the audio too. Yeah, let's do let's do Midfield Patrol. Come on, bro. I would like to see the option to choose to choose the instead of doing it on the open. That's what I'll do. I'll just do an open patrol. Why am I sitting up here and not doing an open patrol? I know what to do. Yo,
We require support. Who's available?
Guys, give me 1 second.
We require support. Who's available?
This is Patrol 4561. I'll handle the accident.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, so yeah, so let's get into first. I got to find out what happened to my skin on my cars. uh, where is the garage? Uh, where's the garage? All right, let's try to. I got to try to find a garage real quick. Because this is not gonna work. All right, and then we'll get into the patch notes. But I hope everybody's having a great day. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. You know, you gotta take care of your mom. So, mom's call. Textures on the buildings look a lot better. I don't know if that was an update, but it definitely looks different. The environment looks different too. So, I don't know. We'll see. Throw them a little reshade. All right, here's my little reshade. Let me try to adjust the brightness, the gamma, and I'll give everybody what they're here for. I don't know. I like the little vibrant, but this looks a little more cinematic, I guess. The reshade looks a little more colorful. Anyway. All right, so traffic is still not functioning properly. All right, so I'm gonna load in one more time, and after I load in, I'll try to load into a precinct that has a garage right there, so I can show you guys a feature. A lot of people don't know this, but actually you can change your skins
Your shift is over,
in the
officer.
garage. You don't have to go to the workshop anymore to uncheck and check a skin and all that. You can change your skin in the garage. So let me show you how to do that. I gotta pick a precinct that has one. I forget which one is the one that has it. I think this one does. So let's do morning. Yeah, I think this is the large precinct, so I think it has it. I remember when I first played this game, when it first came out. I mean, you get lost when the precincts were just opening up and they were opening up the map, and man, it was so dope. I remember those days. Like, how do I get out of here? Yeah, but all right, let's see if we got a garage. Do we got a garage over here anyway? I don't know. I don't know if this one has a garage either. Does it? Oh, I don't know.
We require support. Who's available?
I have no idea what's going on with the garage. All right, here we go. That looks a lot better. That looks a lot better, man. We don't have to adjust the scaling now. We can just be right here. All right, get a viewpoint of Brighton. So instead of me reading the patch notes, it's a lot. Instead of me reading the patch notes, we are going to go through the patch notes, literally the entire patch notes. Uh, all the time when I watch videos, I want people to go through the patch notes. Uh, so I want to hear it. I want to hear their expertise, and because I'm a day one, I got a lot of expertise with this game. So I'm definitely serious about these patches, and this patch is definitely something that we need to listen to and check out. So I'm going to have the AI, since we're in the land of AI now, I'm going to have the AI read it. I'm going to pause and stop it, and pause and play, of course, as we get to different items that I feel like needs to be addressed. Also, the first aid update is out as far as the trailer. So you can go watch the trailer on YouTube. They released the update, but they never released the trailer. So you can actually go watch the first aid update on YouTube. It's pretty cool. It looks good. I wish we would have got it beforehand, but nevertheless, we got it. All right, so here we go. Let's get into these notes.
Look at the full changelog here. Changelog Update 13.3. Gameplay. Garage now has a foot patrol state, so CPV can be customized, if owned, during foot patrol.
All right.
Patrol. The foot patrol skin selection is now separate from car patrols.
All right, so there we go. So now inside the garage, that's why I need to find a precinct with a garage. So if you're on a foot patrol and you do own a CPV downloadable vehicle, then you can take it inside the garage now and customize the skin. So it has this foot patrol, the CPV. And I'm assuming since they've given the CPV vehicle, and this is just hearsay, so don't take this, but I've been playing games and specifically this game for a very long time. Typically, if they create an entire new section for foot patrol vehicle, like the CPV, because we only have one, it it means that we'll probably get something else. I can't. think of what other vehicle that we'd get that'd be something for foot patrol. But if they allow us to customize the CPV by itself, then we're probably going to get another vehicle for foot patrol, I'm sure, in the future. They're not going to create a whole category for something you don't really need a category for.
Patrols. Improved feedback for first aid. Applying bandages before performing CPR is not valid. Upon successful CPR, NPC enters slightly injured state and bandages can be applied. If CPR is performed again, it is unjustified and triggers intuition message. NPC can be interviewed and can be dismissed to medic. Upon unsuccessful CPR, NPC enters unconscious breathing state. Bandages can be applied while NPC is laying down and CPR can no longer be performed. NPC cannot be interviewed and must be dismissed to medic. There is now an intuition feedback that tells.
I need to go back a little line or two. Let's go back a line or two because there was something in there when they were laying down that I
tells
want
the player.
Let's go back just a bit.
Upon successful CPR, NPC enters slightly injured state and bandages can be applied.
All right, so that means when you successfully perform CPR, they'll set up and then you can put the bandages and wrap them around them. Yep, that's a thing. It's always been a thing. All right, so let's keep listening.
Applied. If CPR is performed again, it is unjustified and triggers intuition message. NPC can be interviewed and can be dismissed to medic.
All right, so if the CPR is successful and you try CPR again, that is an unjustified action, and I don't know if it'll take away conduct point. It doesn't say it, but it will it will create an intuition message for you that'll pop up, bing. The little bings always popping up, and it'll tell you what to do, which is dismiss them to a medic.
Medic. Upon unsuccessful CPR, NPC enters unconscious breathing state. Bandages can be applied while NPC is laying down and CPR can no longer be performed.
Okay, so if the patient is on the ground, then and you can't revive them through CPR. I've had that happen. I thought it was a glitch, but they're saying that you can put a bandage on them now. Okay, so you can bandage them up and then you can dismiss them to the medical team. All right, so that is the thing now. So if your person is unconscious, you try to perform CPR, you can't. There should be an option now where you can put bandages on them. All right, so let's go.
Performed. NPC cannot be interviewed and must be dismissed to medic. There is now an intuition feedback that tells the player about the medic waiting for a patient to be released when the ambulance is called.
All right.
Crash fixes.
All right, so here it is. So you know how when you call the ambulance, sometimes you call the ambulance instead of releasing the patient to the ambulance, you just call the ambulance. Remember, there's two options now when you get to a scene and you find a person on the ground. You can dismiss that person or release that person to the medic. If not, then the medic, then when the ambulance pulls up, the guy's just going to stand there. So the reason why they're standing there is because they're waiting for you to release them, that patient to them. So that's an option that you have to do. So instead of selecting call ambulance, you want to select release or dismiss patient to medic, or what have you. All right, so let's keep going.
Fixes.
Here's some fixes.
Fixed random crashes. Fixed occasion of a crash when not taking care of critically injured NPCs within certain time.
Okay.
Fixed crash when using hand gestures.
I use hand gestures a lot. I did a stream last night for 45 minutes where I was clearing up an accident and just trying to get the NPCs to move how you want them to move. In some cases the NPCs don't obey. They just won't. Sometimes they just get broken and they'll sit there. But other times you have to. So I figured something out last night with the hand gestures that I did not know. So sometimes when you tell them to make a U-turn and it'll turn blue, saying signaling to you that they got the message, that the AI understands that they need to make a U-turn, but they don't move. If they don't move, what you need to do is you need to go back into hand gestures and then select uh, the first option, which is basically the movement option, giving them the right to move or the right to stop. So after you give them the turnaround signal, then you need to go to the other hand gesture and give them the movement signal, and then they'll move and turn around. I know it's weird, but that's one of the little bug things I found. I don't know if that's a bug. I don't know if that's the way they want us to do it or what, but yeah, so that's the way that works.
Gestures. Fixed crash reason when accidents depend. Fixed crash reason when patrol vehicle is too far away from roads.
I haven't had it
Bug
crash,
fixes.
so I'm not too concerned.
Gameplay.
Here's some bugs.
Fixed CP loss when driving on streets next to parks.
Yeah, I had that happen. A lot of people had that happen, and I don't know what that was about.
Parks. Fixed intuition feedback getting triggered to collect debris which actually can't be done.
I haven't gotten that one.
Fixed CPR continues if tutorial pop-up appears while on it.
Okay.
Fixed occasions when car shifts were available before first patrol vehicle was unlocked.
No.
Fixed handling in garage for foot patrol shifts for CPV.
Okay.
Fixed injured NPCs can perform violations. Fixed
injured NPCs, and they can perform violations. Huh? So an injured NPC can perform a violation. What kind of violation can they perform when they're injured? Well, I guess what can they do? Get up and run and steal a car? Like, I don't know. We'll have to keep our eyes out for that. I get. Oh, that's a bug, I guess. So they. Okay, I got it now. It's not an improvement. This is the bug list. My bad, guys. So yeah, so injured NPCs should not be performing violations anymore. If you got that before, I would like to see it. I know I was watching Preston Gaming, PSVG, and he had a situation where he pulled up to an accident, and when he pulled up, a guy took off running and got into another car. Actually, did the animation where he was trying to break into another car, and he literally broke into another car and stole it and took off driving. And Preston had to Preston had his gun out, man. It was so funny. That was a funny video, man. Preston's a country dude too, so he got that accent, he got that twang, so it's all good from the South. So you can hear it. And he's like, "Get out the effing car, dude. You're gonna ride the lightning." That's my homie, man. I love that dude stuff. All right. So anyway, shout out to Preston, man. But let's keep going on these changes.
Minimap zoom for co-drivers. Fixed progression.
All right. So they fixed the bug that I guess there was a mini map zoom issue for co-drivers.
Progression issues with accidents and major crime scenes. Fixed plenty of unrecoverable stuck states for ambulances when player is walking away during procedure and stuff gets despawned.
All right, so they fixed that. We'll have to check that out in the patrol to see how that actually plays out with the ambulance not getting stuck anymore. So we'll see.
Despawned. Fixed issue with call-out progress calculation. Fixed some evidence in
call out calculation. I guess they were. I don't know what how the algorithm works for the call outs, how they got it programmed, but I guess if they maybe balanced it better, maybe you have depending on the vehicles that you have out. I noticed that when I have when I have my GPV out, that I get more call outs for passenger transport. When I'm on foot patrol, I get more call out for traffic stops. So I guess that algorithm has been improved and able to not give you so many of the same one. I guess that would be my assumption on it. That's what it seems like. So I'll go with that.
accidents couldn't be photographed anymore. Fixed photo.
Yeah, so they fixed an issue where the vehicles in the accidents wouldn't show up, or the blips wouldn't show up. I've had that happen. Mainly, I've had it happen when the car is on the curb, when it's on the sidewalk or something like that. Uh, the can't take a picture of it. Can't get the ID from the person either, but they're standing right there. So that is fixed.
Photographic detecting evidence which isn't visible. Fixed issue that car patrol shifts aren't proposed anymore.
All right. So the photographing the evidence wasn't showing up. Now it's going to show up. It wasn't showing up, but saying that you missed things. So that's probably the reason why when you go to an accident scene and you weren't getting all your points, even though you were taking pictures of everything that you thought you saw, there were things laying on the ground that you couldn't take pictures of. So it would leave your progress bar way down. I had that happen ever since the first aid update. So glad to see that that's fixed for sure. Now we should be able to get the full progress bars when we go to accidents. Definitely a good thing.
Fixed issue that player has to apologize for accidents although traffic vehicle rammed into player from certain angles.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, so I wonder what we can do though. That's the other thing. So they fixed that. So hopefully in the change log down here as we keep going, they'll have a improvement for that or something. Like yeah, I've had it to where when I turn on my siren to take off, uh, I'll get rear-ended, and then I'll have to get out and I'll walk over. I have to walk over to them and apologize. I'm not apologizing, man. I'm towing your car. Get up out of here, bro. So yeah, good to see that that's gone. Now I wonder what they did implement in its place. Did they give us the option to now uh, ID and arrest, or at least interview the person that hit us? Basically, adding another level and another layer of realism to this game. A much needed layer, especially when NPCs run into you instead of you run into them. We shall see. Hang on. Let's keep going.
Angles. Patrol car and traffic car.
All right, so here's the patrol car, traffic car section. Let's see what they did to it.
Car. Fixed very annoying issue that traffic vehicles often drive into the player patrol vehicle while driving.
Yep, had that
Fixed
happen.
cruiser patrol car bumper light.
Oh, okay. Didn't know
Fixed
that was a
issue with
thing.
some car attachments being suddenly visible and others being hidden wrongfully.
Okay, didn't have that.
Fixed service vehicles driving into each over.
Yep, had that.
Fixed occasions of service vehicles plotting wrong route.
Yep.
Fixed wrong scale of police car in traffic stops.
Okay, so those three things. So the service vehicles running into each other, that's a thing. Where the ambulance and police, if you call the ambulance and you call the police van, they'll run into each other and they'll be stuck. That's fixed. Um, Also, them taking the wrong route to get to you. So basically, if there's traffic backed up behind you, all the way back, and and you're on the 4 lane, and there's 2 lanes on the other side. Instead of taking that side to get to you, they'll go all the way in the back and wait with the other traffic, and just you'll hear the sirens going off. You'll hear the ELS forever, and the sirens going forever. So that's gone. So they fixed the plotting, the route, and they should take a better route to get to you, and the more accessible in any way. So that's good. That's always that definitely gets annoying when you're at a crime scene or accident or something, and you call the police or the ambulance, and all you do is, all you hear is just the blaring siren. All right, that's it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Stops. Fixed Shizuoka Valo traffic vehicle not properly reacting to colliding hits.
Oh, another thing that they said about the scaling. So it was when you pulled up to a traffic stop, some of the police vehicles were not scaled properly. That means they were not the size that they were supposed to be because they were just environmental assets. But so the vehicles were a lot smaller. So now they're regular size. So they're scaled properly, just like every other vehicle. If you did notice that the Shizuka vehicle, which is it is the car that closely resembles the SPV, the NPC car that resembles the SPV. It's like the sedan. That car was not reacting when it got hit. It was like it was still um, like a big rig. It was like a concrete block on wheels. It wouldn't move. So it's good to see it reacts now. Let's go. Keep going.
Fixed occasions where traffic vehicles could clip into other vehicles.
All right.
Fixed issue
Self-explanatory.
that patrol car wasn't properly placed on ground when exiting garage on client.
Haven't saw that, but that's cool.
Fixed issue where physics wasn't correctly disabled in accidents for traffic vehicles.
All right. So yeah. So what that bug sounds like is that when you would show up to an accident, the car would be in a position that is physically impossible, and in this reality that of our world, uh, now the cars will be damaged and be placed in ways that are believable and that are based in physics, not in an unreal portal in an alternate world. So cars will be positioned and damaged according to the reality of Earth and real life. All right, so let's go.
Vehicles. NPCs.
All right, so here's NPCs.
Fixed NPCs can have lying on ground pose, although driving or walking.
I hadn't seen that, but that would have been a funny bug to see. So basically, while while they're in the car, while they're on the street, they're actually laying down like they're in the if they're walking down the sidewalk or walking across a crosswalk or driving in the car, the NPC would actually have the position of laying down, like they were injured. Man, that would be so funny. You see them just sliding across the screen. Somebody has to somebody could make a lot of money if they created a TikTok channel based on bugs in this game and like some of the funny glitches in this game. They are just hilarious, man. The jank in this game is second to none. It is.
Fixed NPCs can be represented as checker pattern triangle for both single and multiplayer.
All right, so they fixed that.
Fixed occasions where NPC image mismatched between what the ID card shows and what the police computer says.
Yep. I had
Fixed
that.
NPC driver in car has first aid interaction menu.
Okay. All right, so inside of the car there was issues, I guess, where when you would pull up to an NPC in the car and you go to interview them, the first there was an option to give them first aid. So that's if anybody had that, that would be crazy to hear. If you selected it, what would they say? I'd just be curious to hear what they would say. But yeah, that's fixed. That's fixed. So let's keep going.
Fixed NPCs can become weirdly distorted. Fixed drivers stand up for a brief moment after interaction is done.
Okay.
Fixed NPC walking onto accident debris and
Yep.
flying in the air. Fixed fleeing
Listen, listen, guys. Listen. Whenever you're a developer and in your patch notes you're putting that we fixed the issue where the NPC will walk on debris and then take off flying, and you literally have to put flying in the air. That lets you know. That lets you know it was a problem. Godly, NPC walking on debris and flying in the air. Again, I hadn't seen that, but it would be something to see. That's for sure. But back in the day, I mean, I've seen worse. You back in the day, you would show up to an accident and you would have to you would have to look up in the sky, because all the colors would be up there, so they'd be levitating above your head, and you would have to do your crime. You would have to take all your pictures from underneath the vehicles. So it's crazy. Yeah, we've been through it with this game, but that's what makes you love it, man. That's what makes you love it. All right, keep going.
NPCs running into parked cars instead of around. Performance.
Okay, here we go. Performance.
Fixed a reason which caused regular performance drops to occur.
Okay, I don't know.
UI.
All right, that was small.
Fixed vehicles skins column headlines missing in parking lot assignment.
Okay.
Fixed DLC menu not showing all DLCs, e.g. WPV.
All right, so
Graphic.
if you guys had an issue with the your DLCs or what have you, not showing up, but being there, but still not showing up in the menu, that's fixed. All right. Here's some graphics. So performance, basically they say it looks like they just fixed some stuttering, frame rate drops, some things that cause that. I wish they take in the evening shifts. I wish they take off that white fog, man. If I have my view distance on ultra, I would like to see them take off the fog. There's no reason to have white fog down the street in the evening time. That's a representation, especially if you're running it on ultra. That's the fog is supposed to represent the distance. I shouldn't have that fog, man. How are you going to do it on highway patrol? Uh, on the highway patrol expansion, we're going to have fog on the highway? Come on.
Graphics and game world. Fixed issues with plenty of buildings/parts of buildings not having collision anymore.
Okay. Yeah, so I had that too. So some of the buildings you could actually just drive right through, and clip into. So they fixed that. Fixed a lot of those. I don't know specifically which ones they were anymore, but apparently that's fixed.
Fixed issue with some car attachments being suddenly visible and others being hidden wrongfully.
Yeah, I don't know what that is
Multiplayer.
about.
Fixed traffic vehicle wheels not turning for client.
All right.
Fixed issue with LOD system not being correctly applied on client, which improves performance for client players.
So it seemed like
Miscellaneous.
so it seemed like the level of detail was not working properly when you would be in multiplayer sessions for the person that joins your session or for the person who's hosting it. I guess either way, you'd be a partner to each other. So something was happening in that, and that caused the performance issue. So that should be fixed. So when you partner up now, you should be able to, you should be able to have better performance because of the LOD or level of detail for your graphics has been fixed. So it's not going to make give you a big GPU hit because it's trying to either clamp the level of detail or keep the level of detail uh, from being lost.
Miscellaneous. Fixed setting controller dead zone to 0 would lead to weird behavior, now cannot be set to 0 anymore.
Okay, I never
Modding. Fixed issue that when multiple mods are installed, the mods were not correctly applied.
Yeah, I had that.
Fixed skin change not working properly with multiple mods installed.
Yeah, I had that.
Fixed improper vehicle skin/mod selection for new save games.
Okay.
When starting a new game/installing a mod, the mod won't be applied automatically anymore, but one must change it in Garage once. The modification will be stored in save game then, so it will be restored on load. Fixed issue that mod ID wasn't correctly replicated. So now if both host and client players have the same mods installed, they'll see it in game.
Oh, okay.
Fixed mods displaying attachments which shouldn't be displayed. Fixed issue where mods weren't correctly applied when changing cars in Garage.
All right.
Your police simulator team. Police simulator, patrol officers.
That is the patch notes, guys, in full display. So let's check out some of the modding aspects. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get a shift. With the garage. Whoa, what the tripping? I am tripping. Yeah, I need to get a shift with a garage.
Your shift is over, officer.
That is right out front. I'm trying to remember which precinct. I think it's this other one. Yeah, I'm just doing open patrol, guys, so I can try to find one. I want to say it's one of these down here. I know. Oh, we got our first crash. See that? All right, so starting to back up. All right, so first crash after the update. We are on our way. We are on our way. That's all right. It's like warming up an old school car. You know what I mean? You gotta sometimes you gotta pump the pedal. Excuse me. Sometimes you gotta pump the pedal a bit, get gas going through the carburetor, and we talking about a game. Like we talking about a game like an old school car. All right, let me go. I wish they fixed this right here where this option never stays. It always keeps defaulting to medium. I don't know why, but it does. Yeah, put the scaling all the way back up since I don't have it on 77 anymore. I mean, so I don't have it on 12K. Uh, what if I put in window mode?
Required. Is an officer available?
Currently busy with another issue.
We have an arrestee that needs to be transported to the nearest precinct. Is a unit available?
My apologies.
I'll take care of it.
The damage will be covered by the police department's insurance.
It happens. No worries, officer.
License and registration, please.
Yes, officer. There you go.
All right. Here's your accident report. Please drop off your file at the nearest police station. Brighton Police Department will deal with the rest of the process.
That will be very helpful. Thank you, officer.
All right. You can go now. Drive safe. Tell me what you saw.
I'm still in shock. I need to get my head right.
Hi. Would you please show me your driver's license and registration?
Okay, officer. There you go.
I'm issuing you a ticket because you don't have valid insurance.
I didn't expect it to be that expensive.
I just need to collect a sample to see if you're under the influence of any illegal substances. All right. I'm just collecting a sample to check if you've had any alcohol while driving. This is your accident report.
This looks almost useless, but
Officer help
Okay.
requested for an emergency. Please
I'm on my
respond.
way. You're being arrested for driving under the influence of cannabis. Please cooperate.
please, no.
I have to search you. Kindly cooperate. Backup requested to take a suspect into custody. I repeat, backup requested.
Copy that. The nearest available unit will be sent to your current location.
What's up, officer?
I have a vehicle here for towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
The wrecker will be there in a couple of minutes.
scene, officer. We're sending another unit. We have a situation that needs to be taken care of. Is anyone available?
Officer help requested for transporting an arrestee. Please respond.
I apologize for the accident. You don't need to worry about anything. The insurance will cover all the damage.
No problem, officer.
Show me your ID and proof of insurance if available, please.
Here you go, officer.
Here's your accident report. Please go to the closest precinct to file your case. Brighton Police Department will take care of the rest.
This is an accurate report. Thank you.
You're good to go. Drive safe and have a nice day.
It's good to see you again, officer.
Hey, partner. I'll let you take care of the suspect. Thanks for your help.
I have to search you. Kindly cooperate with me. Show me your ID, please.
Sure. Here you go, officer.
You're being charged and ticketed between $75 and $100 for using an expired ID.
So much money for such a small infraction.
I'm taking you in. Get into the car, please. You have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make may be used for or against you in a court of law. You have the right to have a competent and independent counsel preferred of your own choice. And if you cannot afford the services of the counsel, the government will provide you. Do you understand these rights?
We have a situation that needs to be taken care of. Is anyone available?
Oh, yeah.
This is Patrol 4561. I can take that.
I got a car here that needs towing. Can you send a record to my location?
That's not a location that's easy to reach. It'll take some time, but we'll take care of it in the next 24 hours.
There's a crime scene that just got called in. Please drive there and start the investigation. We need a unit at the scene right now. Sending someone else.
Your shift is over, officer.